Hey guys, so this is my second video for this week as I had promised, and I hope you guys are all doing well. I know I'm feeling a little bit off today. You know those days where you just wake up and you feel like nothing's kind of going your way, and especially in terms of like how you look, like it's just one of those days. So I'm surprised I'm even making this video because I just feel blah. But thought I'd do it for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoy this. This is a video that a tutorial that I've been getting a lot of requests for. This is basic contouring, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video because I feel like a lot of people find contouring super hard, and I feel like Instagram videos make things look way more complicated than it really is. So this hopefully helps you to figure out how to do a basic contour just for every day, or even if you're going out for a party and you're not like a huge kind of makeup person but you still want to know how to do it, this video is for you. There's a lot of great products out there for contouring. I'm going to show you how to do a powder contour rather than a cream contour. Cream contour is normally what you see on Instagram and things like that, and it's a lot more heavier, it's a lot more defined. A powder contour is a little bit more subtle, it's more natural, and it's way faster and easier to do. And I remember the first time I did a cream contour, it literally looked like I had this like massive brown line on the side of my face, and it was horrendous. So I'm going to show you how to do a powder contour because, yeah, it'll be more subtle, it'll be more blended in, and it'll be easier for you to blend as well. The product that I'm going to use today is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And this is the face contour palette. This is what it looks like. And as you can see, it has some very beautiful colors and a nice range for almost every skin tone. I will leave some suggestions in the description below of more affordable products and some more higher end products that you can use to contour with. So today I'm just going to use the Shade and Light palette. I just wanted to explain to you guys before you even go in with contouring what kind of brushes you want to use and how you really want to use them. For contouring itself, like in terms of the darker areas, the part where you want the shadow, this is the type of brush you want to use for it. It is an angled kind of blush looking brush, but it's more angled and it's a little bit thinner too. And this is great for getting like right into this part right here. For highlighting, you're going to want to highlight these areas here, like especially right underneath your eyes, the bridge of your nose, your forehead, the middle of your forehead. I'm not talking about like the shimmery, shiny kind of highlight. I'm talking about just like a powder highlight to brighten up your face. This kind of powder brush is awesome for it. It's like a really fluffy highlighter brush. So you're going to go in with something like this. For your actual highlight, so I mean like the more shimmery, shiny, glowy kind, you're going to want to use something like a fan brush. One thing that I really wanted to emphasize before I even move on into this tutorial and show you guys how to go ahead and contour is that pressure is key. So the amount of pressure you apply to your brush is going to determine how well blended in your product is going to be. And this goes for anything, not just contouring, like in terms of your eyeshadow as well, or even in terms of your eyeliner, like how smooth your eyeliner is, like how thin you can get it. It's all about pressure. The more pressure you apply to your brush, the harsher the powder or the line or the contour, the eyeshadow or whatever it is, whatever product it is you're putting on, the harsher it's going to be. And then the lighter amount of pressure that you put on the brush, the lighter amount of product that's going to come off, the more blended out it's going to look, and the lighter it's going to be applied to your face. So you don't want to go in straight away with a super heavy contour. You don't want to apply a lot of pressure at first because you want to be able to build up on it, and you want to be able to get that very smooth transition between your colors. To start off, I'm going to highlight the areas of my face that I need to. So the bridge of my nose, the middle of my forehead, right under my eyes especially, and like right around here is where you want to highlight. I'm going to go in, for like my skin tone, I'm going to go in with this color here in the middle, and it's more of like this yellowish color, and that plays off my yellow undertone. For someone that has more of a pink undertone, you can use the other colors that are there. So I'm going to take this and a generous amount, and I'm going to apply this right underneath my eyes and really blend that out. So that brightens, as you can see, that's already brightened this side compared to this side. And then the bridge of my nose. And my forehead. You don't want to take this highlight all over your forehead. You want to take it just right into the center. I'm doing it more all over my forehead because my forehead's really tiny, so I want to make it look a little bit bigger. The point of highlighting and contouring is to bring shade and light into certain areas of your face. The areas that you want to obviously emphasize and, you know, bring attraction to, you highlight it. Whereas the areas that you contour is the places that you want less emphasis on your face, the places that you want to look more sunken in, the places that you want to look more structured. My actual contour shade, so I kind of mix between this one and this one. It really depends on how heavy I want my contour. If I want it to be a little bit heavier, I'll go in straight with this one. Whereas if I want it to be more, you know, subtle, I'll mix the two of them. So how you should figure out where your contour should start, the way I kind of gauge it is right here is where you want to start, and you can feel your actual, like if you smile, you can feel like the top of your cheekbones, like the highest point. So right under that is where you want to start. The part where if you go like this, it sinks in, and I guess like I'm not the best example because I have really fat cheeks, but just this part that will sink in. And if you really can't tell, if you want to start on like where the top of your kind of ear is, right about here. So where this like weird little part of your ear is and the part that kind of goes down in your ear, you want to start about there and then go all the way down to where the corner of your mouth is. So as you can see, I'm starting off here. I'm really like applying more harshly up here. And then all the leftover product that I have on my brush, I'll sweep it down. And here I'll start using, right around here is where I'll start using a lighter amount of pressure, and here I'll use a harsher amount of pressure. So as you can see, that like really sunk in my cheekbone compared to this side. Next, going into the forehead, because I have a smaller forehead, I don't want to contour it as much because I do want my forehead to look a little bit bigger. If you do have a bigger forehead and you want it to look a little bit smaller, you're going to take the contour right around the whole kind of edge of your forehead and you're going to blend it into the middle. Again, the harsher contouring, the harsher pressure goes around here, and then as you get more towards the middle, you're going to lightly blend it out, putting less amount of pressure to it. I kind of just take a little bit and I put it right here and right here, just because, again, I literally have no forehead. I have a pretty tiny nose, so I don't really contour my nose too much either, but say if you did have a little bit of a bigger nose and you want it to look smaller, what I would do specifically, so for me, what I do is I'll just take this brush again and just really lightly contour with it and just apply it to the sides of my nose like this and at the bottom. This is just like, I don't even know if I take too much extra product onto it either. Like I might a little bit, but mostly I just use whatever's left over it and I'll just run it through the side of my nose. Now, if you want a more defined, if you do want a more defined kind of contour for your nose, I would take like a smaller kind of blending brush and use the same color, and I would go and sculpt out the side of your nose and kind of really blend it out and bring it down like that onto the side of your nose and go like this to the bottom to push it up a little bit. And then if you want it to look a little bit more rounder, you can bring the contour into this part of your nose right before, like right where the bridge kind of starts. This is my favorite part now coming up. I really, really enjoy that very dewy, kind of shiny look. So this is where the shinier highlighter comes in. Now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Again, there are a lot more cheaper products out there, especially if this isn't something that you're planning on doing on a regular basis. I can't open it for you because I definitely broke it and it's shattered, so if I open it, it'll all fall out. But yeah, so I'm going to use, in this, I'm going to use Dripping Gold and Bubbly. I'm going to mix the two together. And going in with my fan brush, I'm going to just apply this right on the highest point of my cheekbone. And as you can see, it's giving you that nice glow. And you want to blend this in with your contour and your highlight so that it has a nice transition to it. And then I also take this onto the bridge of my nose, onto my forehead. And because my upper lip is super small, normally I do this before I put on my lipstick, but I'll just show you guys anyways. I'll take it right to my cupid. What is that called? Whatever, my upper lip thing. And I'll take it right up here. But yeah, I do apply this normally before I apply my lipstick just so it blends in a little bit better. That's basically how you highlight and contour. If you want also, because sometimes I got a double chin too. You can also take your contour powder and do the same like I said. You want it to be heavier right about here and then go lighter as you go in. Just to define that area. If you're like me, I absolutely love looking glowy. Like I love that super shiny, shimmery highlight. I love looking like a freaking light bulb. Like I love walking past people, I'm blinding them with my highlights. That's what I love. If you're not like that, I would just kind of keep it to this. This is a little bit more of a subtle highlight. But if you are like me, I will show you how I achieve like a super shiny kind of highlight. So what I do is I take Fix Plus from MAC, or you can take kind of any setting spray. I wouldn't do like a mattifying setting spray though. I spray it all over my face. Which I would suggest anyways after you're done like applying your makeup and contouring and all that stuff. And then you're going to go in with your highlight again. So while this is setting, you're going to go in with your highlight again and take a bit of it and apply it right to that highest point as well. And as you can see, it's a lot more shiny than this side is. This is the final look. It's a pretty basic contour. If you guys would like, I can show you how to do a fancier contour, I guess, using creams and things like that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it helped you because I know I've had a million people ask me how to contour, and I hope this helps you with your everyday contour routine. And if you guys do have any other questions, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments below. And if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it. And please, please don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.